Welcome back, Middle Aged Grind. Today I want to share an article with you I came across. You might find helpful or useful, and I'll share that with you and give some examples and my thoughts. And it's by Steve Burns, and it's 10 signs you will be wealthy one day, according to psychology. And I'm going to get right into the list here. Number one, delay gratification. And I read a book about child development and some of the things, and this kind of pertains to adults too. We live in such an instant gratification society now, with technology and apps and everything happening instantly. Being able to pursue a goal and have gratification that is not instantaneous but delayed, it builds muscles in your brain, and allows you to overcome obstacles. And things take time to matriculate. They don't happen overnight. And I like that one to start off with. Number two, think in terms of systems and not goals. And this could be little things, like give you an example. How many people in my business, I'm a State Farm agent. It'd be nice to just make more money or whatever, but how many people am I talking to on a daily basis on ways I can help them? What am I doing to reach out to people to see if we can maybe help their needs? Not on how much I can sell. And that can be related to anything in your life. You want to lose weight. Okay, what inputs are you doing to do that? Are you going on a walk for 30 minutes a day every evening? Not just thinking in terms of dieting or something like that, but think in terms of systems, not goals. Number three, obsessed with self-improvement. And I look at this as there's so many good books out there and guys, use your library. You don't have to go buy them. Libraries are free. We pay taxes for that. There's so many good psychology books and self-improvement. Just utilize that. Number four, take calculated risk. All right, before you jump hands over feet in something, and this could be a side hustle. You want to go start a business or something to do to help. Take calculated risk. Look what they cost and opportunities, and go from there. Number five, you value time more than money. And I look at this for me like, my job is beneficial that, yeah, I go to work, whatever, but every night I'm home with my family, and usually, eat dinner, and then at night you sit around the couch, you unwind. Having that time that your kids can come talk to you about things, your spouse, whatever, that's really, really a big deal. Number six, you're internally motivated. I remember this from a movie, and I might have said this in one of my videos before. If you ever watched a movie, it was in the mid-90s, it's called With Honors. Brendan Fraser plays a Harvard student, young guy, very ambitious, comes across Joe Pesci, who's a bum, basically, homeless guy at Harvard. And there's a famous quote in that movie. Joe Pesci's character calls Brendan Fraser a loser, and it irritated him. And he's looking like, "How you calling me a loser? You're homeless." And he says, "Because you try too hard." He goes, "Well, what are you?" He goes, "I'm a quitter. I just quit on life. Losers try too hard." And he goes, "Winners, they don't even know they're in a race. They just like to run." And that quote always stuck with me. And be internally motivated. Don't get caught up in this person has that, and oh, I want this pool, and oh, I want this, and live your life. Do what you want to do, right? Number seven, man, this is big for any age, and I talk to my kids about this. You can handle boredom. Man, can you just sit around outside and look at the leaves, listen to the birds, maybe go for me sitting on my back porch in my garage, letting my dog sit by me and just petting her, you know, and just take it all in. How good can you handle that? Some people, it drives them nuts. And others, you know, it just kind of grounds you a little bit from all the noise going on. So can you handle boredom? Number 8, study wealthy role models without envy. And I'll tell you a good story. I watched the story of the Cane's chicken finger guy, Todd Graves, who's very close to home. He's from Baton Rouge, started his company with his partner back in the mid-90s. Watched a good 40-minute episode on him on Forbes on how, and the dude's worth like $24 billion now, ultra successful. But in this video, just watching him, he's just got such a positive energy about him, and it's obviously taken him to the heights his company is, and he just seems like a great guy, and just so positive, and he helps the community, and you know, really like that. And I enjoy watching successful people. Obviously, he's highly motivated, but he's a family man. He loves his community, his family, you know. Just a good dude, and sometimes it's good to study those type of people and how they are. Number 9, you comfortable with being different. And the example they gave, you know, everyone else might be getting a new lease car or whatever, and you got a 10-year-old paid off car, you know. Don't work, do you. And number 10, you think long term. And I do this a lot. Where will we be 10 years from now? A good example, I mean, I'm 43 years old. Probably have at least another 20, 25 years of work ahead of me, which I embrace that. My children are from 15 to 10. 15, 13, 12, and 10. You know, we're at that precipice in the next 10 years, getting them educated in some way, whether it be through traditional college or a trade route or whatever, and getting them on their feet. You know, in 10 years, my youngest is going to be 20, and my oldest will be 25, you know, and getting them off on a good start, you know, in their career, their lives, you know, and good paths and everything. I think thinking in terms of decades, you know, sometimes when the planning goes, not, you know, year, month kind of thing. So I wanted to share this with you today. I hadn't made a video in a while. I did have COVID again, stupid COVID. It was nothing like, you might hear me a little stuffed up still, but it's been over a week. And the protocols are not what they were and everything, but feeling better now, and I want to share this video with you today, and hopefully come with some more stuff here real soon. And I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you real soon on the Middle Age Grind.